Alright, we're going to start off this video with rule clarification. And it turns out we were right to begin with. And we kind of veered off it there, but my opponent looked through the important concepts, and this pretty well clears it up. At no time can a colony have more militia than listed on the militia maximus chart. So the militia maximus chart was originally interpreted as this way, but we veered off that and thought that the militia maximums were the number of units that can be raised, and it didn't affect the total number of militias that could ever be in a colony. Well, that's wrong. It was the way we've been playing it through the original learn through, and we only veered off of this rule for I think maybe a couple action rounds or anything. But here it clears it up, and there you go. So anyway, what that does, pause feature. All right, we got Washington's army here in New Hampshire, in Norwich, and he has has 10 militia with him. Well, New Hampshire's militia limits is 6 under the maximum chart. So we were right in our first interpretation of it. So we thought maybe it was a goofy rule, but it's the rule. So therefore, we'll come over here to my army of Washington, and he loses 4 strength points. You gotta immediately remove those. So there you go. And I checked to see if there was any other colonies that could have taken them, but Massachusetts is a 6 maximum also, and it has 6 militia there. So there you go. Militia maximum charts are the maximum number of militia that can be in a colony. And it's that simple. Let's put here important concepts. There you go. We'll be back with some more action. We'll be back. All right, for my action pulse, then I brought Green in from the Colonial Leader box. He passed his activation roll with a 4, and he took off. I placed him down here at Richmond. He moved 1, 2, 3, 4, and picked up strength points on his way. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't have enough to get to Fort Cumberland, but I need to get me some more strength points. That'll take care of my action pulse. When we come back, we'll roll for the... We've already done this. I've got all this on vassal logs, so this will be quick. It's been a while since I've sat down here. Gotta go out and walk the dog before the storms come in. We're having a great time, and back to playing some games. We'll be back. All right, well, it's been a while. Again, didn't get as much accomplished in my last session as I thought. It's been a few days. It is a nice little weekend break. And even though I have an option to work the weekend, we just came off of a 14-hour Friday. Some are always fun. So, not to mention the 40+ hours I had before Friday. But anyway, well, that's how we have our gaming season, though. We only work 10 months out of the year, but we get 13 months of work in those 10 months. I'm telling you. We're back, and we got militia maximums all cleared up. Back to our original interpretation for a second there for a game tour. So there was my little, I guess, unintentional attempt at cheating, where I thought maybe the militia maximums were just applied when you first raised the militias, but no, there's a maximum number of militias. As we, I've been playing most of the time through our initial learn through and through most of this game, but yeah, we had to go back here and get a little re-education on the important concepts with Mr. Collins. And there you go. There's a number of militias that you can limits in each colony. So there you go. We'll be back with the vassal initiative die roll. British taking charge of the initiative. Let me go ahead and convert what he's done to this table. We'll be right back. All right, we're back to legal with 6 militia maximums in Norwich, and them are all we have in New Hampshire. Is the 6, so we're now legal. I think we had to eliminate 4 or something like that in our last session a few days ago. So we're legal here in New Hampshire. You can only have 6. Now another thing is they can't move out of that region. He can stay there at Norwich, but they have militias. If Washington moves this way, he's got to leave his 6 militias there. militias can't go from region to region. The ones that are in this region can stay in this region. I don't see that many in there. Oh, there you go. Oh, New York. Where's New York's militias? Huh. That is strange, strange, strange. No militias there. Huh. Maybe they were up there in Ticonderoga. Oh, you gotta keep track of those militias. So somehow I lost track of, or maybe they were eliminated when these boys came on in. Anyway, there are no militias in New York. Oh, and he has a maximum of, oh, New Hampshire, Middle States, New York, 6. Wow. Alrighty. Now there is a rule to where when British first come into a region, you could operate or take care of their militias. They raise them, but you can see the militias have already been raised in the Middle States, and that's what New York's underneath. So now when they first move into Tidewater or deep south, we can raise militias there, but no movement in that part of the regions or those regions in this game yet. All right, like I said, we'll be right back with the British move. Gotta go back to battle. Be right back. With the 5 die roll, my opponent has activated the Army of the North underneath Burgoyne and has moved out of Tres Riveras, whatever it is. His 4 movement points will be 1, 2, 3, and then he'll take another 1, 4, and land in Norwich to have battle with Washington's army. And along the way, he's picked up 2 strength points and Cornwallis and a second tactical. Sorry, we're getting maximum recordings, and 2 loyalist. Let me erase some trash. We'll be right back. All right, then there you go, taking the offensive and trying to get New Hampshire back, which would give him +1 on the political will marker and me a -1. But there you go. Oh, more importantly, if he had, let's see here. Washington's got an escape route here to Brunswick or Fort Halifax from his position here along these trails. If these were taken by British and he lost or had to retreat in this battle, that'd be game. British win. So it's getting close. Ooh, going on the offensive. Having a good time in this game. When we come back, we might call it a video. When we come back, it'll be the Washington Army versus the British Army of the North. I'll have to see if I want to retreat or join battle. We'll have to see what he's got. He's got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18 versus my 10. So he was 2 short of having a 2-to-1. Oh, all right, we'll be back. All right, gonna try to get some moves in here. It has again been a while. That's the way the gaming season's gonna go during the summertime. Is gaming times to be few and far between, but we got some time down here tonight, and we have a gaming mulligan to where our little battle has been called off. Supposedly, he didn't know I had 6 militia there. He thought they were eliminated during our little rule breakdown, but I showed him that the militia maximums allow me to have 6 in there, and he's cool with it at all, but there's no way he wanted to attack with, I guess it's the Army of the North, because to achieve the 2-to-1, he would have had to have like 32 or 36 strength points, because there I have 16. So yeah, he would have had to have 32 to achieve that 2-to-1. There's no way you could have that, because an army can only have, rather a 3-star general can only command a maximum of 20 strength points. So I agree with them. Therefore, I thought it was kind of, I was kind of maybe licking my chops at the battle. I had to look at it again, and then I seen it there. He said, "Can I do it over?" So we let him move. But here's his move now. He moved out of Tres Riveras. Oh, where can I find it at? In this little scopy scope here. There it is. He moved 1 to St. Francis. Then along the trail, he'll have 2 of his 4 to Norwich Walk, and then 3 of his 4. Well, let me see here. I'll have to do this one for myself. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2. From Tracy Rares to St. Francis. 2, 3 from St. Francis to Norwich Walk. Then another 1 from Norwich Walk to Penobscot. And that's where the Army of the North is at. Looking it over. If he can get, this army here, which only has 5 strength points in it, but it is in a fortress, to surrender, he'll achieve a victory. So we have to get back there. We have to scramble back and see if we can get him reinforced. Oh, okay. Well, there it is. That's it. He's going after the army in Halifax. Like I said, if you have to have the prerequisite for a major victory. He's already got 1. His army has 5 strength points or more. Regular units are not militia or loyalist. If you get him to surrender, you achieve another major victory, and that'll win him the game. So that is his move. He has the initiative. It's time for my response, and it is going to be the fall after these 2 action pulses. In this action cycle, then we'll go into the fall. Then we got to get our troops in the winter quartering. We don't have to have that happen again. We're going to see what we can do about getting somebody over there. The race is on. And I don't think I got anybody anywhere close, and I don't have no naval transport. So there you go. It's a race to see who can get the fort, or rather not Fort Halifax, the city of Halifax, the fortress of Halifax. This is Fort Halifax, so there you go. But let me see what I can do. I'll be right back. I need some game cards. I'm out. I'll be back. My only option was to move Washington's army. I got nobody else around. So to move 1 militia, but that'd be an overrun. So Washington it is. Like I said, the race is on. And his initiative die roll, he rolled a 6. So he gets to roll again. If he fails, if he rolls another 6, he can only move 2 movement points. So we'll be back with the vassal result. Alright, well he fails miserably. And yeah, that means he can only move 2 movement points. He did give it another chance, but that kills. So we'll move Washington, I guess just 2 down that trail to Brunswick. And if he does attack Halifax, we could try to break the siege. Hopefully he don't succeed on his first get-go, but that was a killer. That might have been game right there. 2 6s in a row. Let me check that rule, and we'll be right back. Alright. When rolling a die for activation, player will reroll if he gets a 6. If he rolls another 6, he fails his activation, but he still has 2 movement points from his forces, so yeah, that just don't make no sense. That's kind of goofy. What if that's an errata? Because if he failed, if any other general failed, I guess he gets 2 tries at it, is what it's all about. So yeah, if he fails his activation, he gets 2 tries. Alright, well that's it. That'll take care of that. We still got 1 more action pulse, and we'll see who gets the initiative. Wow, talk about an important role. We will find out what the log result was. We'll be right back. Alright, unique little situation. We got a race to Halifax, but I didn't leave anybody back at Norwich. I brought them all with me. I don't know if that would have been if that was a mistake or what, but I need as many forces as I can get. I think we can spare the loss of New Hampshire, and we just need to get up to, like I said, this next initiative will be the key, because if Washington wins, he'll get his full movement allowance. That'll be 1, 2, 3. Here's the crossroads, St. John's. This is the crossroads. You can't get there for. That's it. So we'll find out who wins. Be back. Alright, bad result with me. I have a 1. We could use a tie. Nobody. I got no cards, and I think the British might have one or two. We back. All right, no tie. And the British continue to keep the first initiative. Be back with when we open up the vlog. Find out where he goes with the Army of the North. Be back. All right, then the British player has taken it and has left a flurry of garrison counters behind. We're finding out in this game that the British player with his armies and his armies able to use those garrison counters is a big advantage. They're nothing really but just a garrison to keep your rear from being open to, you know, easy access from the enemy, basically. Wow. All right, well, that's it. I guess he didn't play an extended march card, so I guess he's stuck there. There you go. That'll be his last action pulse for the late summer 1777 turn. We'll go into the fall after my action pulse. I'll move the marker. Sorry about the bad camera work, but I'm over here dilly-dallying because this map is so freaking big. There you go. All right. And I'll see what Washington wants to do. I guess it'll be battle time. How many do I have? That army in the north is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I got... Yeah, you need 40 to double it. This is going to be interesting. I don't know what to do. We'll be back. All right, for colonial turn, I'm going to bring on Gates for my colonial leader box. He will be activated as such. We'll bring him on and put him in Halifax. Now Halifax has that no line of communication. We got to get that straightened out. He is with an army. That'll give me the ability to use Arnold's rating also. So there you go, but they are still a line of communication. Man, any battle. That's bad news. We've helped him out as much as we can. We could have attacked him with Washington's army in that movement, but we didn't. Ooh, that'll take care of the fall. We've stalled it. Rather, they'll take care of the late summer. We're going into the fall. And like I said, we've stalled it. So let's see what we can do for the 1777 fall. Early spring, that's it. Nothing happens in the fall. How about for them? 1777, nothing. So no reinforcements, but we can move some leaders around and some other stuff. We'll see if we can avoid defeat. It looks like it might be game. And it might be a British victory. If they attack, we got that line of communication cut up there. And I don't think a fortress is a supply source for the colonials. We'll find that out real quick. That might be a rule to save us. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was just a key spot. And magazines. We'll be back. Alright, the only thing about war games is you have to remember everything. And we've been over this before, probably about 2 or 3 times. But there you go. Oh, what are we looking for? Fortresses inherently have inbuilt-in magazines. No counter is necessary. A magazine is a supply source for the colonials. Therefore, and this was pointed out not by me, and we would have found it out because didn't really look at it myself, but my opponent, he thought that line of communication might not be cut, so that helps 100%. There you go. There's light at the end of the tunnel, and we are saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. All right, we'll have to remember that. Sometimes there's some rules just to be put up on big posters all around your gaming table. Speaking of which, we are chomping at the bit to play. There isn't just enough time in a day, but I'm dying. When I get done with this, so I get some more time, we're dying to do some playthroughs. So I want to get going. I know we know how to start this game. We love it. I want to have a solo session and get going on this game. This is we have all the sequences of play. We just need some play testing. We've done it 1 or 2 or maybe 3 times. But yeah, we got a lot to do here on my Robert E. Lee is trapped and must be taken the 11 days after Gettysburg game. We'll be back.